Hi everyone, today we're going to be making a fun Texas sheet cake. I got some really pretty peaches from our CSA, so we're going to be making it with peaches today. I've made this several times in the past and used nectarines, so you can use whichever you have on hand. So I've chopped up 3 peaches into little bite-sized pieces. I'm going to put them in a bowl here. Should have grabbed a bigger bowl. And I'm going to toss them with a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of cornstarch, that'll help give the fruit a little flavor, and the cornstarch will help soak up a little bit of the juices that they'll be adding to the cake later. We'll just give them a quick little stir here. Meanwhile, in this saucepan, I have a cup of butter, a cup of water, a cup of granulated sugar, and a cup of brown sugar. And we're going to let that come to a boil. Classic Texas sheet cake style, you need to do it in the saucepan. So while that's cooking, we'll get everything else going here. Turn it up a little bit so it can go a little faster. As you can see, we've got a nice boil going here. You don't have to babysit this very much while it's cooking. You just want to give it a stir every once in a while. But now we'll remove it from the heat. I've got cement countertops, so I can go ahead and put it down. Obviously it is hot, so if you're doing this at home, you might want to have a hot pad. Okay, so now that that is all boiled, we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. This is 2 cups of flour mixed with a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. We're going to do a ½ cup of plain yogurt. You can use sour cream. I've made it either way. It's good both ways. I love the texture that either yogurt or sour cream gives a baked good. It just makes it so yummy. All right. Do a teaspoon of vanilla. And a teaspoon of almond extract. You can always just go a little bit heavy on the vanilla if you'd like. If you're not into almond extract, I think almond and peaches and nectarines go pretty well together, so that in there. Give this a little stir, let it cool down a smidge before we add our eggs. You don't want to overmix it with the flour in there, but give you a start at least. We'll add 2 eggs, slightly beaten. Whisk, bring it all together. I love Texas sheet cakes because they're not very fussy. They come together fast. You don't need any special equipment or anything. No mixer to clean afterwards or anything. You just throw it together and throw it in the oven. All right, so I'm gonna pour it in my greased sheet pan here. This is a half sheet pan or a jelly roll pan or whatever you wanna call it. It's a 13 by 18 rimmed pan. Get all that good stuff in there. Okay. Now we're gonna sprinkle our peaches over top. I've done this in the past with slices and arranged them nicely on there, but I thought today it'd be a little faster and easier to just dice them. The brown sugar in here does make it look golden a little bit before it's done, so you don't want to rely just on the color to tell when it's done. You want to make sure that it's cooked through in the middle. All right, so I'll just stick this in the oven and we'll show you the finished product in just a minute. All right, so our cake is done. As you can tell, it's golden brown and delicious. It's super soft and you can see all the peaches in there. Normally with the Texas sheet cake, I do a pour over frosting. For this one, I tend to like to do like a glaze, like a drizzled glaze, so that you can see the peaches in there. I do a brown butter glaze usually, where you brown a stick of butter and then mix in enough powdered sugar and vanilla and milk to make it like a drizzling consistency and just kind of drizzle it over there. If you want to save yourself a little time, you could just do a powdered sugar and milk and vanilla glaze. But either way, this is a delicious way to use up a few peaches or nectarines. It's a wonderful Texas sheet cake and a great way to feed a crowd. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.